totally forgot to tell the store that Yasser wasn't going to be in today. So that was an awkward phone call. But, like, it's fine. If you couldn't tell already, or you're new, welcome to another episode of Queso's Delivery Driver Diaries. Today, we have deliveries. Dear God, there's actual deliveries. So, we loaded up the car. We're on the road right now. It should be a relatively, I have some deliveries. It shouldn't be too awfully crazy. Like, it'll be crazy, but it won't be, gobsmacking, if that's what we want to say. But with that in mind, I am on the road once more, and I have a ton of kibble behind me that is threatening to just yeet itself into the next time zone. One down. I don't know how many to go, but a few at least. I think I talked about this in another vlog, or in a different delivery driver diary, but I'll talk about it again. Going and doing the delivery that I just did is always such a weird, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just kind of funny because I almost lived over not exactly that neighborhood, but pretty close to it, when Elijah and Destiny were first moving out of Destiny's parents' house. They were looking at a house that was up there, and they were trying to get me to be their roommate, be their third roommate, which was super cool. That would have been I would have moved out a few years earlier. It would have been very exciting. It fell through because they ended up finding a really nice apartment. Or no, I think it was the townhouse. I think they were going from apartment. Yeah, so they were leaving the apartment they were in to get the house. That didn't happen, so they got a nice townhouse instead. But it's always so weird. What could my life have looked like had I moved in there when that was happening? It was just one of those things. I've been driving forever. I still have my second delivery to do. We're almost there. But it's drives like this that, one, make deliveries worth it, but two, make me so appreciative of where I live. Washington is such a beautiful state. Just all the greenery and how fall is taking over. Even though fall is whacking cringe, it does look pretty cool. And just driving through past the water and everything, it's such a beautiful place to be. God, I'm just so appreciative of the beautiful area. I'm a very visual guy, as we've gone over before. And just, even though this drive is miserable, turn right. I just can't help but appreciate how beautiful everything is. Delivery 2 is through. Now on to do, I have 2 more in the car, and then God only knows what the other location has. So we'll have to see if they have some absolute tomfoolery. It's a strong possibility. The neighborhood I'm in right now, it's one of my, oh my God, that mountain view is crazy. It's one of my favorite types of rich neighborhoods, if that makes sense, where it's very much a neighborhood. And these are very much very rich people. But it's not like your suburban neighborhoods, if that makes sense, where it's houses on top of each other. You have big gaps between you. And the views they have of the mountains, I can't show you without doxing all of these people. Or doxing the customer I just delivered to. Not that you know her name, but still, But with that in mind, those big, beautiful houses, and they're on a little bit of land, not a ton of land, so it's not a ton of maintenance, but enough to where you can do kind of whatever you want. And then the view of the mountains, just, oh man, Maybe one day. And apparently I'm going the wrong way now. 3 deliveries done. 1 to go. Again, at least on the initial run for, like, I guess, initial batch of deliveries. And then maybe the other store has some. I don't know. But 3 done. I've been going all over the place today. It is rough. We got like 30-minute commutes between houses. Upside though, again, Friday's a slow day, so not a whole lot going on back at base, which is good, which is a positive. But man, I mean, like, I don't really want it to be over in terms of deliveries because I'm enjoying puttering around, having fun. It's been a while, you know? Yeah, so I really don't want it to end. Now that I'm thinking about it, as much like, oh, I want to get back to, like, I don't. No. Nope. I want to stay on the road. I don't want to go back, because I'm just going to go back. There's not going to be anything to do. Or I'm just going to get yelled at for something that's not my fault. You know, also, like, part of me wishes that I had been vlogging pre-management, because, golly, the hot, juicy gossip, the tea mayhaps that I could spill when I wasn't management. So nice. Now I'm held to these standards. I have to, like, not talk about things. It's whack. It's cringe. There's so many fun things. So many hee-hee-ha-has. But I can't. Especially because I do have people that watch the videos. And apparently my boss. Oh, this one's only 30 minutes away. So I gotta chill. But let me tell you right now, I got my giggle on. It's just oh man. I know this sounds crazy, but at the same time, I'm so it's more like I like the driving aspect. I like exploring. I like going around, getting cool B-roll and everything. Like right now, you're missing out on a really cool B-roll. Like, wasn't that sick? That was like, those trees were so cool. But maybe it's driving with a purpose that I'm not a big fan of. I like exploring. I'm big on finding the back roads, and kind of like in Dark Souls and Bloodborne, where like you accidentally like stumble upon a shortcut. You know, I like that, the exploration. But in terms of everything else, the like purpose, point A to point B, I'm not as big on that. You know. I also feel like I have a time crunch in terms of, like, I need to make sure these customers get their stuff quickly, which makes sense, right? You know, they ordered it, they deserve to have it fast. So I can't take my time to really enjoy the early fall views while it's still 66 degrees out. Delivery 4, left it at the door. Bars! All right, we're done. Well, not really. I still have transfers to do, and I swear if the other location has deliveries, I might crash out. Because I've been, not that I dilly-dally on other delivery days, but I have been known to dilly just the slightest little bit. With that in mind, though, I have not dilly-dallied today at all. And I've been on the road for approximately 2 hours. I think 2 hours on the nose. And I've done 4 deliveries, which it's gross to me that every delivery has been approximately 30 minutes apart from each other. It just drives me nuts. Like, again, I'm not mad that I'm doing deliveries, and like, I'm glad to not be in the office, as I said a couple seconds ago. It just, I think the thing that is like the most annoying is that, well, yes, I have been in the car for 2 hours. Yes, I have been doing deliveries. It's been what have you. I think the part that drives me nuts is that it does not feel like it's been 2 hours. It feels like it's been 6. It feels like it should be 7 o'clock. Just, it's one of those situations, and I think that's what I'm coming to realize and coming to terms with in terms of my frustration with deliveries, is that while not being in the office is fantastic, it just feels like I've been in the car for so much longer than I actually have. And with that in mind as well, I'll get back and the rest of the day is going to drag so long as well. So it's almost like I wish that it felt like time was passing faster and more time was actually passing while I was doing deliveries. That way, when I get back, it doesn't feel like I have so much longer to go. We're making breakthroughs, ladies and gentlemen. I'm starting to understand my own psychology. That delivery, very, very nice people. They're very sweet. I hate their house, though. It's one of those driveways, and I've talked about this before. I'm a broken record. We've been over this. But it's one of those houses or addresses that's like right off of the main road. So it's like the speed limit through there is like 40. And so you're going, just puttering along, and then all of a sudden your GPS is like, yeah, so literally crank the hardest 90-degree right turn you've ever made in your entire life and get to the driveway. And I miss it every time. I don't think there's been a single time I've done that delivery that I haven't missed the road and had to turn around and go back. So that part is just frustrating because it just drives me nuts. Effort to maintain my minimum dilly-dalliness, my minimum shenanigans, we're leaving the other store. But no deliveries from there, so the 4 that I did today are the 4 that I have to do. It is officially 4 o'clock. And I'm done. Now I just have to head back to the store. And, well, I get to go to lunch first because I go to lunch at 4 typically. And so I get to just, like, roll everything into one. So as soon as I get back to the, like, area, I can go to lunch. But, yeah, deliveries, I'm glad that I don't have any extra ones. So now we get to head back to base, which is nice, which is fun, which is cool. Man, again, it just feels so much later than it actually is. But we will overcome. And then tomorrow is going to be, I have to enjoy today while I can, because tomorrow is supposed to be, well, tomorrow has potential to be a shit show. So I just have to embrace today and whatever today brings, and prepare myself for tomorrow and whatever tomorrow brings. We have officially made it back to the store. It was a long and difficult journey, but we made it. I'm not exactly like super pumped to be back because based on things I've heard from Delaney, it's very slow in there, but back nonetheless. It's one of those things, you know, it's just kind of just roll with the punches, just keep it pushing. But I'm gonna eat lunch and then go inside and hopefully make something of the rest of my day. I only have 3.5 hours left, which, like, hey, half my day was spent on the road. I'm not mad at that. I'm just mad to be back. Another victory for the OJs. Taking out a walk day. Chat, let me be brutally honest with you. I'm over it. Tomorrow cannot be done soon enough. I just want the sale done so I can just go home and rot and just, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of live that lifestyle. Because, Lord knows I need it. You guys saw my day. Like, the deliveries was the entirety of the day, and then when I got back from lunch, when I got back from the other store and then got back from lunch entirely, it was 5 o'clock. So I only had 3 hours left, and nothing really transpired in those 3 hours. So you didn't miss anything. It's not like I have a grand story to tell you of those last 3 hours. It was checking my email, refreshing that, taking a look at some orders I may be able to place in the next few months, and then a couple Christmas toy things that seemed like they might be a good idea. But yeah, that was the extent of it. That's just the harsh reality of the day. And it's also kind of chilly. My car says it's 65, which is weird because it doesn't feel 65. It feels like mid to low 50s. But yeah, that's the day. I don't know. I'm sorry about the outro. It's going to be short. Except for, I will say, actually, I don't have anything to say.